There you go. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
The commissioning of this plastic recycling plant by President Yoweri Museveni clearly indicates an extension of Uganda's quest for industrialization. The realization of it has not been without support from Uganda Investment Authority.
For example, now we give investment licenses in less than 24 hours. If you have all the documentation, even in an hour, you can get an investment license.
The $20 million undertaking has seen increased production in 6 months, with recycled products exported to DRC, South Sudan, Burundi, and Tanzania. These are the achievements that UIA wants to see consolidated.
Your Excellency, we believe that the investors are our bosses. They could have taken money to other countries around us, so we have to handhold them. They have chosen to bring their money to Uganda.
And what we also see, Your Excellency, is that the investors who we already have here are investing. They are not taking profits out. They are seeking more opportunities in diverse sectors.
Despite employing about 1,000 staff, the venture has not been without challenges. Power outages without a dedicated transmission line, as well as lack of a tax holiday, are some of them. These were enumerated by the brain behind the investment, Tony Ningsha.
We also humbly request for a 10 years income tax holiday due to the unique nature of the recycling business undertaken by Acacia Foundation Limited.
Re-echoed by State Minister for Investment and Privatization, Evelyn Anite.
For you to qualify to get a 10-year tax holiday, you should have invested $10 million US. And he has invested $20 million US. But it is a new investment which we have never had in the country. Therefore, those who qualify to get the 10-year tax holiday after investing the $10 million US are categorized.
As what?
Manufacturing, and the manufacturing sectors are very, very well defined in that law.
To this effect, Anita made an appeal to the president, which was answered in affirmative.
I just request kindly that if you write to Ministry of Finance, Honorable Matia Kasaija, and then we'll be able to absorb him because they feel it's unique and they're saying it is not there in the law and it's only you as the fountain of honor who can write this directive to make them to be absorbed and given that 10-year tax exemption.
Just my staff, please get a copy of that speech so that I handle the issue there. I encourage you to continue because you are talking of each day the country is generating 600 tons. Now you are recycling only 25 tons. And when your machines come, you will be recycling 100. I want you to continue and recycle more.
Museveni, who was treated to a visual exhibition of the venture, described the plastic bottle recycling as the way to go in saving the environment.
By investing here, you are solving 3 problems. Number 1, you are cleaning the environment. What was supposed to be a problem is now an advantage, is an asset. The waste is after a raw material. Secondly, you produce a product to solve the problem of bottling. But thirdly, you create jobs. So I thank you very much, and I wish you success.
If all goes as planned, Acacia Foundation will grow into a #1 recycling plant in East Africa, with the second phase expected to handle plastic carrier bags Uganda's ambition to establish 25 industrial parks across the country remains on course. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Thank you, Henry Okrut, for the update. Yet more from state. I was seeing President Yoweri Museveni boosting the reconstruction and modernization of St. Peter's Burunga Primary School in Burunga Sub-County, Kazo District. The Vice President, Major General Alupo, delivered 20 million Uganda shillings on behalf of the President towards the construction of classroom blocks and teachers' houses. In 1967, the President told the late General Eli Tumwine at this particular school.
President Yoweri Museveni's contribution of 20 million shillings follows an initial presidential cash donation of 250 million out of over 900 million to reconstruct the school structures of Burunga Primary School in Kazo District. Burunga Primary School was started in 1960s by the Anglican Church to promote education amongst children and presently boasts of 510 pupils, and according to its management, has groomed and nurtured a number of prominent leaders from the area. While presiding over the fundraising function, Vice President Major Retired Jessica Alupo lauded the church for their decision to establish a community school to offer public education to children, and underscored government's pledge to continue working with the church in promoting education in the country. The Vice President also lauded the people of Kazo District for their tireless efforts in joining President Yoweri Museveni to liberate this country in the 1980s.
Let me thank the people of Kazo for the deliberate and dedicated effort, which started a long time ago when so many sons and daughters of Kazo voluntarily joined His Excellency the President to liberate Uganda. I thank you very sincerely. And as Ugandans, we are indebted to you. And we shall always emulate you to ensure that we preserve and ensure that security and peace continues to prevail in our country. Because with security and peace, we are able to do any other productive activity in our schools, in our homes, in our health centers, in markets, like what we are doing now. So we pay tribute to you, and we don't take that sacrifice you made for granted.
Alupo, who also donated 5 million shillings cash towards their school's reconstruction, paid tribute to the fallen General Eli Tumwine, who succumbed to cancer recently, and described him as very passionate about issues of women empowerment and development-oriented.
I would specifically also like to pay tribute to my mentor, General Eli Tumwine, who passed on a couple of weeks ago. He mentored me. He was a very friendly person, and he was very, very passionate about the liberation and empowerment of women. So I would like, on my own behalf and on behalf of government, to again pay tribute to him and his family.
She assured residents that the Ministry of Education had also captured Burunga Seed Secondary School among the 259 schools to be transformed into fully-fledged seed schools in the country. A total of 110 million shillings was collected in cash and pledges during the fundraising drive. Etole Ed Akenjol, UBC News.
In other news, the Fort Portal Regional Referral Hospital has registered the first Ebola death. The dead is a health worker who was transferred from Mobende to Fort Portal for treatment. The deceased, identified as Muhammad Ali, is a 37-year-old Tanzanian national who was pursuing Masters of Medicine in Surgery at Kampala International University.
A 37-year-old Tanzanian national identified as Muhammad Ali has succumbed to Ebola virus disease at Fort Portal Referral Hospital. The deceased health worker is one of the 5 Ebola patients who were transferred to Fort Portal Referral Hospital from Mobende for treatment.
In our care, we still have the healthcare workers who were transferred from Ubende, but unfortunately this morning one passed on, and this is a very sad moment for the medical fraternity.
Fort Portal Referral Hospital Director Dr. Alex Adaku says the deceased Ebola health worker has been on oxygen since admission, while the 5 others are responded.
Was one of the doctors undergoing training in KIU at master's level who passed on. He's also the one who was brought here in a more critical condition. But helpers have had to do their best to see that he was saved from this situation that has occurred.
Fort Portal Referral Hospital is in consultations with the deceased family for safe burial.
The consultations are all on high gear on the burial arrangement. Yeah, we all recognize that this is very high level with the university and also other holders. On this, we are all working together to see that we do the best and have our colleague buried well.
The hospital is anticipating for the 3 sample results of the 3 Ebola suspects currently on care at the facility.
That's a sad story. We all need to be vigilant when it comes to Ebola. Now, in other updates of the day, the Lands Minister Judith Nabakoa has advised members of Parliament to support initiatives aimed at improving stability in the country. The Minister was reacting to a land matter raised in Parliament recently by MPG District Woman Member of Parliament Teddy Nambozo.
PG District Man Member of Parliament Teddy Nambozo recently petitioned the Parliament over alleged pending eviction of over 250 residents in her area. The matter was then forwarded to the Prime Minister, who sent and directed the Lands Minister to interrogate the situation and report back. It is for this reason that the Lands Minister, Judith Nabakoa, this weekend visited PG District to intervene in the said eviction.
So we
On arrival, she first convened district leaders to get a brief about the eviction petition.
Proximity ya Kampala kati kizzemu ekizibu ky'aba land grabbers ne ba land dealers.
It is after this brief engagement that the minister, under the guidance of the district woman member of Parliament, Teddy Namboze, headed for the field tour.
Ekyalo kyaffe eky'ebugayi ndowooza tuliriko ettaka eryo ery'omugenzi mu banda lye lisingako obunene. Ne bonna bwe kubaako abantu 3 abantu 250 bamala basalako ebibanja byabwe.
Residents kept on narrating uncoordinated orders.
Wettaka bwajja ayaze ekibanja kyo n'omubuuza ekibanja kyange kivuddemu kyenkana ki takubuulira.
Bwe tuba bakugonjoola kizibu kya ttaka mu bitundu bino byonna ebyetoolodde tusookere ku bukulembeze bw'abeebyalo abamu. It is on
this note that Minister Nabakoa demanded to be taken to meet the claimants of the evictions.
Abatuze b'ebugayi be baliwa mujje wano maaso.
Mujje wano we mutya kuba balaba.
Baabo bali babiri betulabawo.
Ate omukyala gwenda byawanika omukono.
Abalala lwaki tebasobodde kujja kiki?
Ndowooza minisita ensobi yakoleddwa abantu balowooza nti tugenda kutuula eri bugayi naye ndowooza engeri gyekiri nti waliwo engeri y'ekibirabira ne baagala babeere wano.
Kibirabira mutegeeza ki? Nga si
batidde mbu
bugayi kilomita zirimeka okuva wano?
Kilomita zange 1.5.
Nze ngenda bugayi mwogere naye oluva wano ngenda bugayi ndaba abantu abo betwogerako.
On grounds, the minister found literally a handful of residents, prompting her to end the visit amidst a very dissatisfied mood.
I thought we would find people here to tell us their problem, but they are nowhere to be seen. I think the sensitization was poor because even RD's office got to know about it just an hour ago. Because remember, I have to report back to Parliament. What have we done as a ministry? But on ground, you've realized that information is mixed up. There isn't conclusive information that can help us to take action. The affected people have failed to come. They are nowhere to be seen. Of course, we've reached here. They are not around.
Nabakova challenges members of Parliament to always interrogate details before forwarding land matters to the August House. Robert Nyango, UBC News, Mpigi District.
Onyango's story takes us for a short break. When I return, we take a look at a business.
Vimba! Ni MTN Kabode Super as you pay mpola for this smartphone. Make calls, update your WhatsApp status, watch YouTube, and Google anything under the sun with 2 GB worth of data every month for 7 months. Simply make a small deposit of 99k and pay the balance mpola. You can pay in daily, weekly, or even monthly installments while you enjoy your new phone. So what are you doing today? Visit any MTN shop near you and get the MTN Kabode Super easy.
Forget last season. Forget the oohs and the ahs. Forget every moment that stole the show. Because the real show is here on GoTV. It's the new season. It's action-packed and it's going to be non-stop football. With over 1,000 games from more than 7 leagues and cup competitions plus a World Cup. Make sure you get the best seat in the house this new football season. Get a GoCoder with 1 month of GoTV value for only 25,000 Uganda shillings and enjoy non-stop football. GoTV Uganda. Love it.
Stay connected on the largest 4G network in Uganda using the Airtel 4G Pocket MiFi at only 75,000 Uganda shillings. It comes with 15 GBs free, valid for a month. You can connect up to 10 of your friends and family at a go. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to get one today or call 0800 333 330 for free delivery within Kampala. Dial *175 *9# to activate free 15 GBs. Airtel, the smartphone network.
The Ministry of Health informs the public that there are confirmed cases of Ebola in Uganda. We, however, urge the public not to panic as the situation is being managed. The Ministry of Health further reminds the public to be on the lookout for any persons who may show signs and symptoms of Ebola. These include high body temperature, abdominal pains, diarrhea, vomiting, bleeding from the body openings such as the nose, eyes, and mouth. Please inform the nearest health worker immediately if you see anyone with these signs and symptoms. To prevent Ebola from spreading further, please take the following preventive measures: regular washing of hands with water and soap, avoid handshaking and hugging, avoiding any contact with any suspected Ebola patients. Any person who dies suddenly should not be buried but reported to the nearest health worker or LC1 immediately. For further information, please call the Ministry of Health toll-free number on 0800 100 066 or send a free SMS to your report on 8500. This message is from the Ministry of Health with support from UNICEF and World Health Organization.
Beat the back-to-school hustle today. Pay school fees conveniently using Airtel Money. Dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees.
Select to pay using Bridge Schools, School Pay or Peg Pay.
Select option 1, pay fees. Enter student number. Enter the amount. Enter the PIN number to complete payment. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Fellow Ugandans, did you know that we are losing wetlands at an alarming rate? Wetlands are the most threatened ecosystems, disappearing 3 times faster than the forests. Dear ones, we risk losing species to extinction and a lot of wetlands at maintaining our environment. Let us all be concerned, conserve, and restore our wetlands. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Water and Environment, Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, Uganda National Meteorological Authority, in partnership with the Interreligious Council, with support from Government of Uganda, Green Climate Fund, and the United Nations Development Programme.
Pick it, pack it, share it. The 4G Wakanet MiFi. Pocket it, use it, enjoy it. Visit any MTN service center or Banana Phone World outlets. Get it at 75k. The MTN 4G Pocket MiFi is it.
Welcome back. Pleasure to have your company once again. Now straight into our business updates this Friday. I was seeing the women in the fish farming industry are creating jobs and improving the standards of living of thousands of fishers in Bujiri district. This was witnessed during the spot check-in of women's fish cages at Waka Waka Fishing Land Site in Bokoli Central Constituency, Bujiri district, by the UN Women Country representative.
Women fishers in Bujiri district are mastering the art of hustling and are offering their families decent livelihoods. UN Women and partners extended support to the fisher women in Bujiri district to improve their fish farming skills, a situation that has improved their livelihoods.
The project targeted 1,400 women, and all the men were recruited. And currently we are challenged by other women wanting to join. So we have produced fish cumulatively to a tune of 350 7 tons. They've given men jobs. Fish, transport the fish.
Kumazi okuliza ebyanja byaffe bya olunaku lwetuuka era nange netaba harvesting nindete ebyenyanja. Eryato lino linyambye nnyo ndi kusomesamu abaana, eryato linyambye ntegesemu emirimu zange, nali mpangisa wensula saa zino nsule wange.
The chief executive officer of the Women Fishers Group, Immaculate Wera, says Bujiri women are enterprising and are earning big from fish cages birthed by the initial grant of 2.8 billion shillings from partners.
Once a woman gets wealthy, that is wealth to the whole nation. UN Women is still funding us. We are renewing. We have produced another project document for UN Women to fund us again, and it has already been approved. It has already been approved. We will soon receive the money.
The UN country representative Paulina Chiwangu believes initiatives such as fishing will empower women and ensure zero gender-based violence in communities.
The money is meant for the people of the grassroots, and then they put this money in circles. If that will be done, and if the community will be empowered and educated how to use this money, they should have complete idea on how to use the money. I think it will really, in the next 2-3 years, we'll see Uganda at a different level. You know, as you have seen here, with this our economic empowerment model where we have these fish cages. You know, the women just started, we created this project in 2019, but they started actually, it became operational in 2020. You see the investment that have been put here. And I think in a year's time, this community will be at a different level. We work with a number of UN agents, which also, so each one of us is focusing on a certain thing. We work with the government because we are here not to save our own papers, but we are here to make sure that the development of this country is achieved according to NDP 3, but also according to the Sustainable Development Goals.
Wajir district leadership applaud government for working with UN and partners to cause change through gradual poverty eradication via improved fishing skills among fisher women.
Thanks and appreciation is to the UN women in Uganda for that contribution you made. You've been able to move down there with these technical officers. Everybody has appreciated that the project is economically viable.
Joshua Kagoro, UBC News in Wajir district.
Airtel is giving you bigger data bundles for the same price. Dial star 175 hash to choose from our range of bigger Chillax bundles that don't expire and stay connected longer to loved ones. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Meet Prophet Petero. Something every hustler in UG is gonna love. Just get that money paid. So that all money comes direct to your business wallet, and only you, the owner, have access to it. Just dial star 15 star 10 hash, and now you are on. No waiting. Yes, become a safer and more efficient cash-free business today. No mixing your business money with your Kameza money. Airtel Money, instant, secure, borderless.
Tonight it is now giving you sports updates this Friday. The 2022 Tusker Multi-Uganda Golf Open Series have started with the juniors category at the Par 72 Lake Victoria Serena Golf and Spa Resort today. This series is enabled by Tusker Malt and can be better explained by our reporter.
This is a 4-in-1 championship, and it has juniors that have started today, seniors, main open of amateurs, golfers and the professional category. Lead sponsor Uganda Breweries Limited under the Tusker Malt brand has injected shillings 600 million.
The professional kitty is worth 100 million shillings. We decided to put it at Uganda 100 million shillings so that we attract as many professional golfers across Uganda, across East Africa, across Africa, so that there's something for them to wish for to win, enticing for them to come and play here in this beautiful course, sponsored by Tusker Malt, product made by Uganda Breweries.
The Ladies Open, for whom a new winner is guaranteed for ascendance of Irene Nakalimbe to the pro ranks, will follow.
At the 72nd edition of the Uganda Ladies Open, which is going to take place from the 6th to the 8th of October, at the Lake Victoria Serena.
The Ladies Open will be followed by the seniors, then the main open that has been played since 1932 and expects a field of more than 120 players. The last bit of action at this Tusker Multi Ugandan Golf Open Series will be the professional category that will vie for shillings 100 million kitty. Golfers from Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Rwanda, Burundi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana and South Africa, Sweden and USA have already confirmed participation. John Ban Sentamon compiled this report.
We call it a wrap-up for the current affairs coming your way through the hour of 8 p.m. However, do join us for the 10 p.m. News Tonight edition, as we shall be bringing you current affairs and activities that have really taken place as far as the first day of October 2022 is concerned. My name is Sandra Kahunde, and from the entire team behind the scene, wish you a beautiful evening as you watch UBC. We have better programming coming your way. Stay with us.
UBC
inspiring Uganda.
Meet Professor Petero. He knows something every hustler in UG is gonna love. Just get Airtel Money Pay so that all money comes direct to your business wallet and only you, the owner, have access to it. Just dial *185 *10 hash and now you are on. No waiting. Yes, become a safer and more efficient cash-free business today. No mixing your business money with your Kameza money. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Palliative care is holistic care given to persons suffering due to severe illness to improve their quality of life and their families. The World Hospice and Palliative Care Day is commemorated annually to raise a unified voice to the need to reduce health-related suffering. Join us for the National Palliative Care Walk at Mulago Hospital Playground on Saturday, 8th October 2022, starting at 7 a.m. For details, contact toll-free 0800 399 100. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health together with the Palliative Care Association of Uganda with support from National Medical Stores.
Vimba! Ni MTN Kabode Super as you pay mpola for this smartphone. Make calls, update your WhatsApp status, watch YouTube, and Google anything under the sun with 2 GB worth of data every month for 7 months. Simply make a small deposit of 99k and pay the balance mpola. You can pay in daily, weekly, or even monthly installments while you enjoy your new phone. So what are you doing today? Visit any MTN shop near you and get the MTN Kabode Super easy.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.